Okay, for dinner I'm going to make some beef vegetable soup. And you can see I've already put some celery stalks in here, 3 of them, and some fresh mushrooms. Right now I'm also dicing up carrots, some fresh carrots. I put a whole tomato in there. I use that for juice. To juice it up also. And I have some fresh green bean here that I'm going to cut up and put in there also. That's the start of it right now. Also, I want you to know this is a large tomato, and I just quartered it. I put it in there like that, just so that the juice and everything gets out of it, and it gives it flavor. And I don't put it in whole, and I don't dice it up real small, because the kids don't like eating tomatoes in there, but I do. I'm going to dice up these here potatoes. That's going to give me more starchy carbohydrates, long-term carbohydrates. And then with the beans, the green beans, the tomato, the celery, the mushrooms, the carrots, that's going to give me fiber and a whole bunch of vitamins right there. I also add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of barley. The barley is going to be more fiber, and it's going to give it some bulk to the soup. So you always want to add barley in there. Okay, so in there I've got the potatoes, tomatoes, barley, green beans, carrots, celery, so on and so forth. Yeah, that's going to cover all my vitamins and my fiber and my short and long-term carbohydrates for energy. And then over here, I'm going to brown up burger in here. Now I get my burger. It's non-steroid. I get it up in, I buy a half every year, split it with my brother in Wasion, Ohio. So non-steroid. It's a heck of a lot leaner. And the taste from this burger to what you would get commercial is unbelievable. It's like night and day. My burger is like steak compared to the stuff that you get at the store. So now I'm going to brown this up. Okay, so now while my burger is browning up, I'm going to add a can of Campbell's soup here to all the veggies I have in here. And that's basically going to be a lot of the sodium that I need. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to fill up my can. I'm going to take this here can, and I'm going to fill it halfway up with water and add this water to it. Now I keep breaking this up while it's browning. Again, I don't have it set really, really high. I just want to brown it. I don't want to heat the living daylights out of it. And so while that's browning, now I'm also going to take this here. I like to use some garlic and parsley salt. And I just put some in there. I don't put a whole lot in there. I just put some in there, give it some extra flavoring. Now remember, also I got the tomatoes in there. I have the tomatoes in there, so they're going to end up giving this soup more juice for me. More juice for it, because we want it to be thick, but not so thick that it's a stew. So once my burger is totally browned up, I'm going to add it here into the soup. And I'm going to just put it on low and let it simmer for 4 or 5 hours. It doesn't matter. And then if there's any left over, it's just, actually the longer it sits around that you put it in a pan or whatever, in a bowl and leave it in the refrigerator, the longer it sits, the better it gets. Also, tonight I may have pumpernickel bread. And I love pumpernickel bread. It's dark, it's heavy. And I might not have Ezekiel. I may have this with it tonight. A little bit of honey on it, or just dip it in the soup itself, or nothing at all. It just depends. You can see it's really, really good. It's thickening up. I just keep it on a really, really low simmer. And cook for 4 or 5, 6 hours, whatever it is. You can't overcook it if you got it on. So that's going to be my supper tonight. It's got plenty of vitamins and minerals with all the fruits and vegetables and minerals from the meat. Okay, and that's got plenty of protein to hold muscle, and it's going to give me a lot of calories, but good calories, and not overdoing of the calories. Okay, so I'll get a lot of energy out of it, so I'll strength. I'll feel good. I'll feel full. I won't want to grab a bag of chips or stuff like that when I'm finished or right after, because because I've nourished my body with what I want. You try to sit there and just eat chicken breasts and rice and things like that all the time. You're always walking around hungry and feeling underfed and weak and frail. So you have to mix it up. Okay, that's important. I'm not putting anything against that. I'm just saying you have to mix it up a little bit. If you mix up your diet like that, get a variety of foods, you'll find that you feel healthy, you feel strong, you want to exercise, you want to run around and do these types of things. Okay. Sure, a diet is something you do for a short amount of time, anywhere from a week to 4, 6, or 8 weeks on something special. I'll post like a diet for you. I'll put a file you can download with one that's an example. But eating this way, the way I put the breakfast and the way I'm doing the supper, is the way you should eat. That should be your lifestyle. A diet is something you do in between once in a while to shake things up a little bit, okay? Just to alter the metabolism a little bit, but a lifestyle of eating like I had the breakfast and what I have here for dinner, that's the way you should eat. Please share the video, okay? Bring more people to the Facebook page. Have them join. Let's see how large we can make this, and send me questions or comments, and post your diets or recipes on here too. They're always welcome, all right? Thanks. Catch me on my email also, right up there above. Thanks.